But if you can aim to do these things, what I'm going to share with you now, you will be able to get buy-in from more people than ever before. Wow, real resilience. So many people will buy a mug or a t-shirt with hashtag resilience on it. I think that makes them super resilient. But in my experience, nearly 20 years doing this now, resilience is built by doing difficult things. It's being comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's doing things that you'd rather not do, but ultimately you're going to become better as a result of going through it. And having debriefed hundreds of hostages when they've been released, the ones that came out the other side almost better as a result of their experience. And they developed this thing called post-traumatic growth. We hear so much about post-traumatic stress, which is indeed a real thing. Yet post-traumatic growth is also a real thing that happens when people, they take control and take personal responsibility for the meaning they give things. The meaning they give the situation or the circumstances that they find themselves in. And actually, there's some prisoners, some hostages who are kept in solitary confinement and really poor conditions. And so physically, they're really restricted in what they can and can't do. But their mindset stays super strong. And they realize, actually, I have 100% control over how I interpret this and the meaning I give things. Now, this is not about naive optimism where the world's full of unicorns and rainbows and toxic positivity. It's not that, but nor is it catastrophizing and doom and gloom and taking on victimhood. It's being able to develop what I call wise optimism, which is essentially hope with its sleeves rolled up. It's one way where people go and leaders go, okay, I'm accepting the reality as I find it, not as I wish it would be, but reality as it is. I need to accept that. And now from this place, from a solid, grounded, emotionally regulated place, I can now do something about it. I can lead people through these challenges and obstacles, and we can see things better than what they are because we can do something about it. So really, that's what resilience, real resilience, particularly in high stakes situations, is all about. Well, communication to prevent a crisis and at the same time building trust goes back to what I was saying a short while ago around, it's not about you, all right? Get over it. You already know what you think, feel, and want to do. So how about you spend time finding out what someone else thinks, feels, and wants to do? It doesn't mean you've got to agree with them. It doesn't mean you've got to condone or acquiesce. But if you can aim to do these things, what I'm going to share with you now, you will be able to get buy-in from more people than ever before. And that is, understand, all 8 billion of us want the same thing. We all want to feel seen, heard, and understood. And if we can do that, if we take the time and genuinely mean it, because we can all spot it when leaders are just going through the motions and don't really get it. But if I'm genuinely looking to go, okay, well, I need to make you feel seen, heard, and understood. I'm going to bring more curiosity than assumption to this conversation, because assumptions are like earplugs. They just get in the way and they can just amplify our biases, and we can miss what's really going on for you, what's really important for you. And if we can do this, it makes you feel, well, Scott is taking the time and effort to understand. And this is particularly powerful if we actually disagree on a topic. And, and the way the world is right now, with everyone shouting, but no one's really listening, it's something perhaps that the world needs in business and in wider life as well. And we need to remember a little caveat here. Even if you don't have negotiation or negotiating your job title, you're negotiating every single day, whether you realize it or not. Because all the negotiation is, it's a conversation with a purpose. Because whether it's with your kids, your colleagues, clients, your community, whoever, all of us are looking to influence and persuade and bring about some form of cooperation and collaboration in other people. And by taking the time to build trust, to make people feel seen, heard, and understood, we increase our chances of achieving that cooperation and collaboration exponentially. In my experience, the thing that separates high-performing teams from those that crumble under the pressure is the high-performing teams do three things, that do three steps. First of all, they're willing to take the initiative and a calculated risk. And they do that by providing a culture within their team, within their organization, of it's okay to fail. It's okay if you approach something with the right intent and you do it for the right reasons, that if it goes wrong, it's treated as a learning exercise as opposed to a punishment. Because people will be asking themselves, does my boss, does my team leader, does my organization have my best interests at heart? Is it going to throw me under the bus if I make a genuine mistake or not? So the first step is they take the initiative and take a responsible and a calculated risk. The second thing is they will always be seeking cooperation and collaboration as much as humanly possible. Because yes, you can go it alone, you can play hardball, you can win the odd deal like that. But correct me if I'm wrong, your business wants a queue of customers and clients wanting to do business with you. Likewise, you want a queue of people wanting to come and join your team and organization. And the only way we do this is to build trust, but we build that cooperation and collaboration for that long-term success, rather than some kind of win-lose approach. And finally, I've mentioned it a few times now, the third step is trust. The high-performing teams build this culture of trust, both internally, but crucially with their customers and clients. As a customer and client, if I come do business with you, I need to trust that you're going to give me everything I'm expecting and probably more, and I'm going to get real value. So the high-performing teams, step one, they take initiative and a calculated risk. Step two, they always seek collaboration and cooperation. And step three, they take the time and the effort to build trust.
Yeah, fantastic. So last couple of questions. What's the biggest misconception about influence and persuasion in both business and high-risk situations?
I guess in my experience, the biggest misconception around the influence and persuasion really is they don't see it as a collaboration or cooperation. It's everyone's life needs to be better as a direct result of engaging with you. If it's not, it's like, well, what's the point? Okay, so whether as an individual or as a business, people need to feel as if this is a collaboration. I'm alongside the customer or the client, as opposed to it's being done to me or it's a win-lose. And if we can, rather than try and expand the size of the slice of a fixed size pie, we actually look to try and expand the size of the pie as a whole. And so regardless of if it's everyday or high risk business or crisis situations, influence and persuasion comes down to people feeling as if this is a collaboration. I'm cooperating with, as opposed to it being done to you. I hope people take away from my speeches is an understanding that to be able to negotiate well and to influence others is a meta life skill. It's applicable to all areas of our life, but it's simple yet not easy. And I think if you follow proven steps that have been forged and tested when the stakes can't get any higher, it's going to stand you in really great stead for when those challenging conversations and difficult people come into your life that you need to navigate and overcome and ultimately succeed, whatever it is your goal, whether personally or professionally. Success in business and life comes down to the quality of your conversations. And Negotiation is simply a conversation with a purpose. And all of us, regardless of our circumstances or situation, are having these conversations all day, every day.